drip, that's water, call that boss. You try my squad and they gon' be in cost. You better be prepared to take a loss. I left my enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. No it ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, it ain't sauce.
Hello people, it's your boy Austin Smitty and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I will be talking about and reviewing Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2, aka Percy Jackson and the Olympians Sea of Monsters. Now, I had just finished the last episode today, and the funny thing is, while watching Season 2, I was also watching the original, well, quote unquote, the original ones with Logan. I forget how to say his name, but you know the movies. I watched the movies, and seeing the contrast between the two, But yeah, this season has had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of I'm not gonna say controversy, a lot of ups and downs because I did see that the ratings had dropped for this season. They had dropped tremendously, and it was kind of crazy because Season 2, like, this show really is very accurate. It is pretty to the T, especially with Rick Warden being being a part of the executives and stuff. Like, it's pretty accurate. But I personally enjoyed Season 2. I thought it was okay. I mean, I have my moments, of course, where there are moments where it does feel a little sluggish, especially in the first 2 or 3 episodes. It feels a little sluggish, especially going on the quest. But for the most part, I thought it was, good, And what I realized is that with those old movies is that it's really heavily on nostalgia, and that cast was just so likable at the time. It's crazy. But the thing about it was that those movies, The Lightning Thief is probably more accurate than the Sea of Monsters movie. The Sea of Monsters movie takes out a lot of stuff, and most of the people that didn't like those movies were the people that are fans of the books. Which, I mean, those are the people you need to appease because they're the ones that want to see Percy Jackson. And mostly all the people that did like it were the ones because at first I didn't really give a shit about Percy Jackson growing up, not too much, other than me having to read The Lightning Thief and The Sea of Monsters as a school assignment. I think most of us did that. Yeah, as a school assignment. But other than that, I didn't really care that much. And so after watching those movies, it got me interested in the actual, what happens after. And you realize, even after I finished the school assignment with The Sea of Monsters, I realized that the books and the movies were so drastically different. It was crazy. The movies almost cut out so much stuff. It was ridiculous. The movies, I think one of the scenes the movies cut out where Percy becomes a guinea pig. They completely cut that scene out. It's crazy. But we're not here to talk about the movies. My point was just that, this dropping Season 2 was kind of crazy to me because for people that are fans of the books, this follows the books to the T, and pretty much to the T. And though the cast aren't the best at times, how they're acting is pretty accurate to how they are in the books in a way. Other than some things of course Annabeth not being exactly how she looks in the books, but for the most part they all act well. It's still well acted. Still has some amazing action scenes. It is good that Percy doesn't defeat Kronos in this season, just like how it was in the movie, because that makes the other books pointless if he just defeats him. But yeah, I really enjoyed this season, and looking through the cast, Walker, Leah, Aryan, all those, that's the main 3. That's Percy, Annabeth, and Grover. They're still pretty good, And Tyson, I don't care no one says this new Tyson, I like him a lot. I like him more than the one in the movie. But I do indeed think that once we get the third movie, not third movie, the third book, which, let me see. I forgot what the third book was because it's been a long, long time. Titan's Curse. So once we get Titan's Curse, I think this will be a fresh start because this will probably be better, and people will probably get more into this now because you ain't get a movie of the third book, because they canceled it. So this next season should actually be really like pretty entertaining, and people should want to watch it because we don't read books like we used to. So, and the Titan's Curse, that's probably like considered one of the best out of the three, when it comes to the books at least. The best out of the three. So that next season should be pretty interesting. But yeah, for the most part, I like season 2, especially the action, the set pieces, especially once they're on Luke's ship. They actually had a cruise, like a huge cruise ship. That was cool. Yeah, it was actually really cool all around. I mean, like I said before, there was a little bit of moments of it being a little sluggish and stuff like that, but I enjoyed it, especially the final battle where Percy doesn't even really win. He doesn't necessarily win. I didn't like how Luke just vanishes, but that's how they told to tell it. I didn't really like that. They could have did something better with that, but for the most part, I enjoyed most of it, especially when they went to like the garden. The Sea of Monsters was cool this time. How they handled the zombie crew, like that was cool. I don't like the how they handled the I forgot what it's called, the golden fleece. I don't like how they handled it. I think it looked better than I think it looked a little cooler in the movies, just a little bit cooler in the movies. But here it kind of looks like they just got like a blanket and they put like a bunch of I forgot. Dang, I'm getting old. They added like a bunch of gold dust on it. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look that authentic, but hey, that's just me. But yeah, I'm very hyped for season 3 now. I am very hyped for season 3 because I actually really, other than a couple of sluggish moments and some pacing, I thought it was pretty good. If I was to rank this season 1, I think I forgot what I gave season 1, but season 2, I give it season 1. I think season 1 is still better. I gave season 1. I think I gave season 1 like an 8 out of 10. This season I'll give a 7. I think the next season might be a 9. It might be a 8.59. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this season I'll give a 7 out of 10. And hopefully, since they're dropping season 3 this year, because I already saw that they're already halfway done with season 4. Like they're almost done season 4, and probably by the time season 3 drops, they're going to probably be halfway done with season 5. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to go through at least all the main books. They're going to go through Titan's Curse, the Battle of the Labyrinth, the Last Olympian, and then maybe if this would technically be a spinoff, or if they want to keep going, then they would do the new editions, which is the Chalice of the Gods, and then the Wrath of the Triple Goddess. Even though I definitely didn't read those 2 books. The last I read was the Titan's Curse, and that was when I was like in middle school, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with 7 out of 10 for this season. That's my final rating. It's only up from here. I think we can get better. I think Titan's Curse is gonna be very interesting since we hadn't gotten a movie on it, and we kind of already seen the Lightning Thief before and the Sea of Monsters, even if it wasn't a full adaptation. So this 3rd season should be something fresh and new. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.